bullshit!
What's going on, guys? You're chilling with Trainer Zabza, and today I'm bringing you an NU session, and this isn't just a normal NU session. As you guys saw before, you might see that some of these Pokemon are familiar. That is because this is the NU team from the basic team building session, or the basic team building, I guess you could say, guide. As you can tell from the changes I made, they match the annotations now. So now I have a physically defensive Sandslash, a Assault Vest Lantern, and instead of physically defensive, especially defensive, we're Madam Trash, and the other three are the same. Because the team did need a spinner. I mean, it wasn't absolutely necessary, but it really appreciated it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and find some battles. And NU, and look for battle. And you may notice I'm using my Trainer Zabuza alt. That is because since a new person would be starting... Oh, okay, this is an interesting team. Because a new person would be starting pretty low on the ladder, I decided that it should be low on the ladder. I should start low on the ladder. Alright, against... This team always has lead a Selgor, basically. Oh, I need to adjust the effect volume. 10%, now let's put it to 5%. Now 10% should be fine. Now 5%. I keep jumping back and forth, but I just can't make up my mind. I'm faster than the Nene, and I know this thing is just going to Volt Switch on me, so I'm going to U-turn into Sandslash. Because I'm pretty sure those things just Volt Switch. Fling. Okay. That was interesting, to say the least. Grass Knot, okay. I did not know Dedenne got Grass Knot. That's good to know. I don't think a Sandslash is particularly heavy, so I don't know how much that helped him, but at least I got to know that it gets Grass Knot. So that's a plus. Okay, against Ludicolo, either Lantern... No, not Lantern. Where Madam Trash is going to be a good switch. Oh, I hope I don't get the bird. Okay, I didn't get the bird. Good. Please don't switch. I would love to get off a infestation against you. Ha, Focus Blast. You'd actually be better off with Scald, considering it still has the same power. Well, with Stab, it has the same power. If you just think about it, Focus Blast is 120 power, and Scald, dude! Okay, that was just a wasted turn, that's fine. But, Scald is 120 power with Stab, and Focus Blast is 120... Jesus Christ, dude! Stop missing! Wow! Alright, I guess this gives me an opportunity... There we go. Now he sees that those Focus Blasts are doing the same amount as Scald. So you really should just start going for Scalds, and she forfeits. Okay. Well, look for another battle. Oh, this looks threatening as all hell. Looks like he's got a defog blocker, so that's kind of cool. Oh, I don't know that. To be fair, I don't know that. Let's just lead to Selgor. Selgor is pretty much the standard lead on this team. There's no really going around it. It's the standard lead. Shedinja. Okay. I honestly can't do anything against that with a Selgor. Huh. This is odd. I really can't do anything to it. Okay. Okay, I'll go into War Madam Trash. Swords Dance. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go for Toxic. Because I don't think that he'll suspect that I have Toxic. Yeah, here's the Willow. And... Oh, come on! Really? Really? What the fuck? Yeah, and now he switches. Let's sigh. I may be trapped. I'm hoping I'm not. I'm just going to try and go into the Selgor. If it turns out I'm trapped, I can stay in, go for Infestation, and I still have a fighting chance. Okay, I'm not trapped. Good. He sets up rocks. I am going to Encore. I'm surprised. Do these now not run Magnet Pull? Because that was a pretty standard set. Well, now that I think about it, exactly how many steel types are in NU anymore? I don't know, actually. I honestly couldn't say. God dang, Shedinja. Okay, I'm going back into Worm Atom, and I'm setting up rocks. Because seriously, that thing needs to go. Even if you just go into Probopass again, this thing needs to... This Shedinja needs to go. There. Now it dies on entry. Freaking hell, that's annoying. Alright, Sandslash should be able to take care of Arbok, no problem. Coil. This is going to get annoying really fast. Thankfully, Earthquake is super effective and has a huge base power. Even at +2 defense, I don't think it'll appreciate it. Yeah, 58%. That is not appreciating it whatsoever. And I think I might be able to bring in Swellow and, yeah, that Sucker Punch is doing nothing. Down goes the Arbok. I honestly think he's just going to try and Rapid Spin with his Cryogonal here. However, I can't exactly take that chance, so I'm going to go into Worm Atom Trash. I mean, if he just went for, Ice Beam, that'd be fine, but I can't, I need to get the rocks back up, honestly. Because Shedinja can't be allowed to come in. It really can't. Yeah, Frost Breath, no. Stealth Rock, take that. Pretty sure I can take that Frost Breath, so I'm going to launch an Infestation its way. And there we go. And if he goes for Rapid Spin again, I'm just going to set up the rocks again. Yeah, not going to happen, dude. Seriously, I'm just going to keep going for rocks so that way he can't do anything. No, dude, the rocks are up. The rocks are here to stay. Your Shedinja's dying. Get over it. And just to make sure that he dies a very painful death, here's Swellow. And I can go for a Facade or Brave Bird. You know, it really doesn't matter. Both are going to kill it. So I'll just go for the non-recoil move. I mean, Cryogonal is such glass that it just doesn't matter. And now that he no longer has the Rapid Spinner, he can't save his... He pretty much can't save his Shedinja. It's doomed on entry. And with this Probopass, I can U-turn and finally Rapid Spin away the rocks. Because my Selgor still needs its Sash. It really does. Now, where's Sandslash? There it is. And honestly, I don't think this Probopass can do anything to Sandslash. God dang crit. It can crit it, that's for sure. And based off that crit, it might be able to knock me out with an Earth Power, but I can still get off my Rapid Spin. And sure, this Probopass is still around, so it can still set up rocks, but I really want to get rid of it. Wow, you jerk. If he goes into a Slurpuff right now... Oh, come on! Alright, he's going to try and set up a Belly Drum. I'm just going to Earthquake. Alright, Citrus Berry. This should do quite a bit. And now I need something to sack. Sock is a good sack here because I don't think it's really useful. I mean, it might be useful against like the Purugly, so maybe I should have sacked Lantern. That was probably a bad idea, but I don't care right now. I just need to bring in Swellow, get off the Quick Attack. I'm so glad I have Quick Attack over Protect on this Swellow. The priority has come in handy so much that it just makes it worth it, you know? And without that Quick Attack, it's just so many threats. So many Slurpuffs would have swept me by now. So, can I get a KO? Or are you going to try and switch and preserve it? Although there's really no point. I mean, you're going to get knocked out to rocks when you switch in. There it goes. And once I switch out, I can... Here's a Purugly. I think he's going to fake out. Yeah, he's going to fake out. I'm going to go into my Lantern so I can get a safe switch into my Sandslash. Because I need that safe switch. Volt Switch. The whole reason why Lantern is really good on this team is because it's a slow switcher. It's a slow Volt Switcher. And it's really bulky, so it can usually take attacks and then it could just volt switch out. Come on, man, come on. Okay, yeah, I survived. Wow, that did 52%. Not even bad. Okay, so Sand Slash, please get off the Rapid Spin. I need my Selgor's, sash intact just in case. Good, return did not knock me out. Rapid Spin is going to get rid of the rocks, and I might be in a range to survive depending on min-max. I'm actually going to go into Lantern because I still want to keep my Sand Slash to knock out his Probopass. I mean, sure, I could go with Earthquake with Lantern, but I'd rather have the 4x effective hit. So, a Selgor or Swellow. I'm thinking a Selgor just because I know I can outspeed. And Bug Buzz. Oh, special defense drop. That's really good. I'm going to U-turn out into maybe Swellow. Because I honestly don't know if Swellow can outspeed the Purugly. Because Swellow... Let me just do a quick data check. Data... Swellow... Data... What was it? It's Purugly. How do I spell that? P-U... Yeah, just Purugly. P... No, P, not O. P-U-R-U-G-L-Y. Yeah, it's pretty fast. I don't know if I'd be able to outspeed without... if he's Jolly, then I don't know if I can outspeed, honestly. I'm tempted to go into Sand Slash, but then again, I think he might predict that. So I'm just going to go into Swellow. Okay, he didn't predict that. That's good, that's good. So now I can go into Sand Slash. I can go for the Earthquake, and there we go. There goes the Probopass. All he has left is Purugly now. Yep, GG. I don't do preemptive GGs, but I will type it. I will, like, put it in ready to type. So, Earthquake. That does knock me out. However, Selgor can come in. And Bug Buzz. Ready to hit that GG button now. Just wait until the turn goes. There it is. Just never do preemptive GGs, guys. It's a bad idea. It's always a bad idea. Alright, next battle. I think I'm just going to do one session of this, except maybe an extra long session, because I don't... Wow, you're in a hurry. Good luck, have fun, I guess. Jesus Christ, man. Interesting looking team. I'm guessing that's maybe Defog Scyther. But I'm going to lead with a Selgor because it's pretty much my standard lead. Oh, this is a great lead for me. I can Bug Buzz. Almost knocked him out, too. Weakness policy. Oh, you're awesome. It's too bad I'm faster. Really didn't depend... You really weren't counting on something being faster than your Sceptile, were you? I know that some Selgors run Modest just to take advantage of their immense speed stat. However, since mine is to encore hazard users and to U-turn out, I do need that max speed. So I have no need to go for the max special attack. At least I don't think I do. I'm pretty sure I'm just max speed. Yeah, I am timid. Now, something that this team does need to worry about is offensive fire types. Because since I got rid of Golem... Oh, that's right. His weakness policy doubles his speed with Unburden. Completely forgot about that. So glad I have the Sash. Wow, dude. You're a poor sport. You put on the timer and then you forfeit after your Sceptile gets knocked out. You're a very poor sport. Let's just find another battle and try and ignore... Let's just forget that one ever happened. Let's not give him the satisfaction. I can't get no... satisfaction. I don't know why that popped into my head just now. It just did, okay? Don't question it. Just embrace it. I'm a little concerned about that Torkoal coming in and setting up rocks, considering how hard it will be to spin it away with that Dusknoir around. I mean, Dusknoir is a really, really tanky Pokemon. And he just sends out Cacturne. An awesome Bug Buzz. I don't know if he's trying to set up hazards or what, but just... Oh, that's so tempting to go switch out on. I know he's just going to get up hazards, but I really want to keep bug buzzing and then, like, encore him. Because I will whittle him down eventually, and there's not a lot on his team that wants to continuously take these bug buzzes. He's actually got a nice little, he's got a nice defensive core. Alright, now I'm going to encore him so he has to switch. And now the Stealth Rock fails because, and more bug buzzes. Mantine, this is a problem. This is a genuine problem. It needs to go away. But I can U-turn on it, so that's fine. Unless his Mantine has U-turn. Because I do think Mantine and Mantike, both of them, get U-turn. By the way, his team name is Bad Team is Bad, but I think he's going to be a pretty good opponent. The way he's playing it, it looks like I might not be able to win. I might not. I don't know. Probably Lantern? It is Assault Vest. Yeah, the Skull does... Ah, that Skull does nothing! Wow! Okay. Alright then, does absolutely nothing. And since he doesn't have a ground type, I feel safe just going for the Volt Switch. And I might be able to trick him into thinking I'm choiced in some way. Maybe choice specs? Wow, that did a lot! Holy crap! Now it's a tough choice. I could go into Selgor, but I think I'll go into Swallow just in case he goes for Scald and manages to get the burn. Mirror Coat? What the fuck? Well, I just lost one of my win conditions. I have never seen Mantine with Mirror Coat. That is actually super cool. Just gonna kill for another Volt Switch, by the way. Man, if I wanted to fodder something off, I just would have went in a Worm out of trash. And you know, Mantine has a real... I think it has a big HP stat along with that special defense stat. So I think that would have been a huge plus for him. I think I'll go into Worm Atom. And I can go for the Infestation, and I can also get off Rocks. So Infestation, and then I can get off Rocks the following turn, and I should be okay. Depending on what he goes into. I mean, for all I know, he could just go into Torkoal. Wow, Torkoal is covered... Yes, he just goes for an attack. Good. Okay, I've got off my Infestation. I can go for Rocks and then another Infestation. Oh, he forfeited. Wow, we're getting a lot of quitters today, huh? I'm not even getting huge hacks on them or anything. They're just quitting. You know, I'm gonna be an asshole about this. Want to forfeit now? Seriously, this guy, what the fuck? You know, I'd have a little more respect for him if he just didn't forfeit. Toxic Saw Scyther? Not gonna lie, that's an interesting concept. I think he's gonna switch out, fearing the Stone Edge, so I'm gonna go for Knockoff. Okay. He is Toxic Saw. He's probably gonna go into something that doesn't mind getting knocked off, or would appreciate the knockoff, so I'll just go for Stone Edge. Why Sceptile, man? You already saw that I can kick its ass. I could just go into a Selgor right here. There's really nothing for me to worry about. And Lantern. Okay. Well, I'm going to U-turn on you because my own Lantern walls... All Lanterns wall each other. I mean, that's pretty much fact. They can't hit each other with Scalds, Hydro Pops, whatever. See, the Scald does nothing, and the only chance he does is residual damage with a burn. So, but the thing is, since I'm Assault Vest, I have Dazzling Gleam, which means I can do something. He's Assault Vest too, but he probably doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. Nope, he's Leftovers. Maybe Max Special Defense. Wow, he cannot do anything to me. Scyther, that is not a switch, good sir. That is not a switch, because I have Volt Switch. And sure, you can hit me, but yep, I knew it. You were just going to Toxic. Alright, I'm going to go into I'm thinking we're Madam Trash, but I really want to outspeed and knock this thing out, so... Oh, I can get a switch into Swellow. This is going to be awesome. Let me just check Scyther's speed real quick, because I think Scyther's actually pretty fast. Data... Scyther. 105 speed. I actually have to go to the team builder for this, because I don't think that it can outspeed me, but it might be able to. 349, and if I just get a Scyther, and you add Pokemon, Scyther. LC Uber. It's also NU, man. 309 plus minus 339. What was mine? 339, 349. Oh, I outspeeded by 10 points. Okay, cool. So I could just go for a Facade. And he's just going to protect. I don't know why you're protecting. I'm going to knock you out. Just switch, man. You don't stand a chance, honestly. Okay. Okay. Down that goes. Avalugg, not a problem. I'll just use her now. And no, Avalugg gets Earthquake. I cannot go into Lantern. This Avalugg is actually maybe a problem. I'm thinking Wormadam. Wormadam should be a decent enough switch. Yeah, I resist the hit. I can go for an Infestation. I know it can Rapid Spin, but I can also get off a Toxic. And considering I do have Flash Cannons, I can whittle it down. Unless he goes in... Yeah, he wouldn't go into Sceptile. I don't know what I was thinking. Wish Cache can be an issue, but because he doesn't have Rocks up yet, I think that I'm free to go for Toxic. Yeah, he's just going to go for Dragon Dance. So I can just go for Infestation, Toxic, trap him. And I'll get off Rocks and start going for Flash Cannons to get off damage. But otherwise, I think I'm okay. Yeah, dude, that's fine. Keep going for Dragon Dances. I don't care. You're taking massive damage, and unless you rest this turn, you are going to die. Dude, you should have rested. You got way too greedy. You got way too greedy. And he forfeited. Yep. Knew this guy would. Let's go ahead and... Oh, team builder. Let's go ahead and delete that. Delete. And let's look for team, or look for battle. Basic team building. There we go. And I think this might be last battle, depending on if it's a good one or not. And this might be a good one, so good luck, have fun. Lead a Selgor, that's all I have to say. Electivire, that's not good. Actually, that could be fine. Is there anything on his team I might need to just take a hit with Actually, he doesn't have a Ghost, so I can spin. I can Encore his Roselia into Spikes and just whittle him down with Bug Buzz, or just use her now. Yeah, I think I'm safe. I'm just gonna go for Bug Buzz. 48%, not bad. And I don't think these things get any priority, so I should be able to just use her now. What would he go for? He'd probably go for... I don't know. Okay, he just switches. Okay. Does he have a ground type? No, but he has that Electivire, which is a little concerning. So I can't exactly go for Volt Switches all willy-nilly. I'm tempted to go into Swellow, but I know Floatzel is actually really fast. It's much faster than Scyther. So I'm thinking Scarf Sock. I don't think a knockoff would be able to KO for that range, so I'm going to have to go for the CC. Okay, I managed to knock him out. I was actually afraid that he would switch out into the Roselia, because that would have been, I think that would have been the best switch there. Because if that's physically defensive Roselia, it could probably take the hits. Altaria. That's not a good switch. Dragon Flying. Depending on what set he is, it will depend on what I go into. I think either way I'm okay going into Wormadam Trash, but I'm not 100% sure. Dragon Dance, okay. Infestation and then Toxic should be okay to do some damage here. Yeah, Infestation, gonna get some residual. Toxic will get some residual. And I do resist, I don't think it ever carries like Flying Physical Stab. It almost always carries Dragon Stab. And I think Earthquake, but I take it neutrally, so I should be okay. Dude, stop setting up. It's not a good idea against my Wormadam. And even if you do manage to set up, I do have counters. My Sock still has it sturdy. My Swallow actually has priority with quick attack. And my Sand Slash is super bulky. So even at your 2.5, I'm pretty sure I can take one hit because Altaria does not have the best physical attack. Oh. Do I go for Flash Cannon or Showdown for... I should go for Rocks. I'm going to go for Rocks. Usually these things have natural cure, so they don't really bother carrying, like, Resto Chesto. I mean, that is a possibility, but usually they just have Rest and then they switch out. Yeah, see, Dragon Claw does nothing, dude. So either increase your attack or just don't do anything, because you're trapped right now, and now I can start attacking with Flash Cannon. I've done all my setup, so now I can start doing damage. You know, this thing really does work well as a trapper. It's my special wall, but it takes physical hits really well. I mean, look at that, 226 defense. That's nothing to scoff at. Oh, dude, you're gonna need the switch here pretty soon. Oh, release from infestation. That's not good. He's probably gonna switch now. Well, he can't switch unless he wants to get KO'd by entry hazards. All right, there it goes. And Where Madam Trash is okay. If anything, he might bring in the Ursaring or the Chatot now. Either one, I think I'd be okay with. Or the Evire, and just to go for another Fire Punch. But in which case, I will go into Sand Slash. Still worried about the hazards with that Roselia, but I don't think I have to be too worried. Yeah, there's Fire Punch. With the way he was playing, I think he might be choiced. So I think I'm okay to go for Earthquake. And even, yeah, here's the Ice Punch. Even if he did go for Ice Punch, I'm still okay. I knock it out, no problem. Now I can start Volt Switch shenanigans with my Lantern, which will be really fun. I'm kind of glad that my Wormadam is still around, because now I can bring it in on Roselia. It's actually a really good check to that Roselia. I'm not going to say counter, but it's a good check. Does this Roselia... I think Roselia gets Natural Cure as well, so you could probably run a nice rest set with that, as well as with Altaria. Oh, speaking of which, I was wondering when a Dragon Fairy type would come out, and I did not expect it to be Altaria, honestly. I just didn't see it coming. And you know, Dragon Fairy isn't that great at typing. I mean, it's okay, don't get me wrong, but it's... The only advantage is it's no longer weak to Dragon, and it gets 2 new weaknesses, so I don't know if you can exactly say it's a fair trade. I'm not 100% sure if you could actually say that. Hopefully this Roselia doesn't have, like, let's see, Natural Cure, Poison Point, Leaf Guard. Okay, it doesn't have Technician yet, like Roserade does. Infestation, please. Up, and he forfeits. Well, I think that's all the battles we're going to get for now, because people just keep on forfeiting. Obviously, you guys can see that this team really does a lot of work. So, just basic team building, you can end up with a really good team. So, don't mock it. Don't mock it till you try it. Some people are asking me to do the advanced team building, and I honestly don't know when/if I'm going to do that. I probably will, but I really don't know how I'm going to go about it, so I'm going to have to think about it and get back to you guys. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this session. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you would, please. And don't forget to like, so that way we can meet that double dare goal by the end of the week. But yeah, that's it for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.